Welcome, dear children. Today we are going to learn basic concepts about business in Chapter 1, Background of Business of Grade 10, Business and Accounting Studies. So, children, first let's discuss how humans fulfilled their needs in ancient times. In the ancient times, human beings were more mindful of fulfilling their basic needs such as food, clothing, and shelter. They fulfilled their food requirement by hunting animals, growing varieties of yams and fruits. They fulfilled their need for clothing by tree leaves and animal skin as well. And for shelter, they occupied caves and tree hollows. In this manner, man produced all his requirements himself. This era is called the era of self-sufficiency. Gradually, needs and wants of people began to increase. Then, man was unable to produce all the things he needed by himself alone. Therefore, people started to produce goods and services excessively, which they can produce better based on their skills and utilizing the resources available to them. In this manner, after self-consumption, a huge quantity of produced goods were left over. Hence, there was an excess of goods. After that, the excess goods were exchanged among people to fulfill their needs. Then people exchanged their excess goods with others to obtain some other goods they wanted. This system of exchanging goods is known as the barter system. So, my dear children, this system did not continue for a longer period due to the following reasons: no double coincidence of wants, difficulty to store goods, difficulties in transportation. In order to avoid these weaknesses of the barter system, people were compelled to use a commonly acceptable medium of exchange. Initially, they used pieces of stones, seashells, tobacco, animal bones, etc., which they could find in the environment as money or medium of exchange. Later, they started to use coins made of copper, silver, and gold. Gradually, these media of exchange has been improved as notes and coins, checks and electronic money at present. Hence, the process of exchange has become more convenient. People do not produce all of the goods they need by themselves at present. People fulfill their needs and wants through businesses. Hence, there is a prominent place for businesses in the present society. My dear children, let us see what business is. Business is a trade or economic activity which involves production of various goods and services to satisfy human needs and wants. Businesses are carried out expecting profit as well as social welfare. We can identify businesses expecting profit and businesses expecting social welfare in the government sector as well as in the private sector. Most businesses of private sector function with the expectation of making profit. Many businesses in the government sector work for social welfare. Nowadays, many businesses carry out transactions by means of electronic media. Hence, any business activity with regard to ordering goods, making payments, advertising the goods can be carried out quickly and conveniently. The world has become a global village through electronic media, which was resulted by the rapid growth of information and communication technology. When we look at goods consumed by man daily at present, we can clearly understand how much the daily life of a man is connected with the global market. So, my dear children, by studying this lesson, we learnt what the era of self-sufficiency is, what the system of exchange of goods or barter system is, what the limitations of barter system are, what the concept of business is, and that business activities are carried out with the expectation of earning profit as well as for social welfare. So, dear children, explore further on the above topics, and we'll meet again in another lesson.